This is the Galaxy Z Fold3. Not this. It's been a week since I got the Z Fold3. I must say, the most exciting thing about it for me has been my ability to play my games on its huge inner screen. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here, there'll be more on that later. Let's take it from the top. What has changed since the Galaxy Z Fold 2? 1. It's water resistant now. Yes, I said water resistant. A foldable phone. Water resistant. I would never have thought it was possible, but Samsung pulled it off with some science voodoo. I'm not going to bore you with the technicalities of how that was done. All you need to know is that this phone can withstand submersion into water. Not seawater, water. As you can see, we dipped it into water and it still works. It has S Pen support as well, so now you can write your notes in your own handwriting on that large inner screen like I'm attempting here. It's not my fault I can't write, I'm dyslexic. It's slightly cheaper than last year's model, and there's a hidden camera. The screen is also brighter. The outer screen is also now 120Hz smooth. It's slimmer and lighter and has a better processor. And for all of you in Ghana and the parts of the world where you can use 2 SIMs, it's dual SIM. No having to worry about, oh, my country does not support eSIMs. Now you can put an actual physical second SIM in this phone. And finally, it's more durable. I mean, yeah, it is waterproof, so you might expect that it'd make it more durable. It has Gorilla Glass Victus everywhere. And even the inner screen is more durable. Let's get right into it. At first glance, you could easily mistake the Z Fold 3 for a Z Fold 2. Well, that's until you pick it up or look behind it, because the camera setup behind the Z Fold 3 is slimmer than the Z Fold 2. Sometimes it amazes me how tech companies manage to shrink something you already consider small. The reduction of weight and size doesn't mean any compromises were made here. For instance, the outer screen is the same size at 7.6 inches. And as I mentioned before, it now comes with a 120Hz screen, meaning everything will be buttery smooth on the outside, just as it is on the inside. The durability extends onto the inner screen, and the new S Pen for the Fold has been engineered in such a way that it cannot damage the screen. Speaking of the S Pen, it's great to have the S Pen on the Fold 3, even though I don't foresee myself doing a lot of writing considering how terrible my handwriting is, but with how smooth it feels to write on the Fold 3 and the sound or feedback you get when the pen glides across the screen, most people would love it. Node users would feel right at home here. The S Pen doesn't come with the Fold and it doesn't have a built-in slot for you to store it, but if you pre-order it, you'll get it as part of the package and it will come with a case that you can store the S Pen in. The S Pen also comes in 2 options, the Fold Edition and the S Pen Pro. The latter has Bluetooth connectivity for supporting features like air gestures. If you use the notes, you know what I'm talking about. The S Pen Fold Edition is only just for writing, albeit one that's been specifically designed to work with a Z Fold screen, because you don't want to damage that beautiful foldable screen on the inside. The Galaxy Z Fold 3's unfolded 7.6-inch screen gives you enough space to scribble stuff. The screen off memo also works with the Z Fold 3. All you have to do is press the S Pen button and tap the screen and voila, you're good to go. Other S Pen powered features include productivity boosters such as Screen Write, which is a markup feature allowing you to sketch or write on screenshots, and Smart Select, my personal favorite, which allows you to pull text and pictures out of other apps, and Translate, where you can tap on words to find out what they mean in different languages. Other features like Live Message, where you can capture an image and add text and doodles, or AR Doodle for superimposing your drawings over real-world objects, are not exactly about productivity, but they are fun to do. Just so you know, you can only use the S Pen on the Z Fold 3's main screen. That's the foldable screen on the inside. The cover screen does not support input from the stylus. This seems like a feature I would have expected Samsung to include, but maybe we'll get it on the next one. Additionally, the Z Fold 3 can recognize and convert handwritten text to type, and also maintain and straighten your handwritten notes. I could go on and on about the S Pen, but trust me, it's best you experience it. With the inner screen, forget what you think you know about multitasking. It takes it to a whole new level. You can run apps side by side, you can drag and drop content between them, you can even officially run 3 apps at once. But I've managed more, yeah. App pairs are also enhanced now, allowing you to create shortcuts for 2 apps you use together often and launch them together with a tap. So as you can see here, I paired Chrome and Telegram and YouTube, and I can launch them with a tap. Or you can just pair 2, you can pair 3. The Edge panel can also be pinned to the side like a dock or taskbar. letting you switch between apps on the fly. And I can't believe Samsung had to wait too long to give us this feature. I absolutely love it. It's not enabled by default though. You'd have to go into the Samsung Labs settings to enable it, and once enabled, there's a high possibility you'll never go back, because trust me, I never did. Samsung Labs has other features too. You can force apps that are not optimized for foldable displays to work in multi-active window mode. For example, I can be watching Money Heist on Netflix on one side and be chatting on Telegram on the other side of the screen. Another cool feature is drag and split. For example, you're in the Samsung browser and you're looking at items on Amazon. You can simply drag one over to the right to open a new window. That way you can look at the details of one product while comparing other products on the left. It's a very nifty feature. Other apps that support this feature include Samsung Messages, Microsoft Office, Microsoft OneNote, and many more. I'll find a way to list them for you to try them out. Just like the Fold 2, you can fold the Galaxy Z Fold 3 like a laptop. When you do this, a number of apps react to this mode called Flex Mode, and it puts content up top and the controls on the bottom portion of the display. So when you open camera, you have your gallery at the bottom, and then you have the viewfinder at the top. It works in YouTube as well, and I also used it during a hands-free Google Meet video call. You can even force Flex Mode to appear in apps, but I think more developers need to embrace this feature because this form factor is definitely going to become the next thing. There's news that Samsung is working closely with third-party developers to roll out more apps that work natively with the Galaxy Z Fold 3. These include Snapchat, TikTok, Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube. For example, when you're using Spotify, you'll see your Now Playing window on the bottom left side and the rest of the Discover menu on the right side, making it easier to multitask. My favorite optimized app for the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is Chrome. I like being able to see all my tabs at the top and move them around just as I would on the desktop. The cameras are good on the Z Fold 3, but the S21 Ultra's cameras are greater. I did mention a hidden camera though, and that camera is hidden underneath the screen when you open up the Z Fold 3. What used to be a punch hole camera is now an under display camera. So for those like me who craved a seamless, unintrusive display, well, here we are. No black dot on your screen. It's there, but it's almost invisible. The camera is a meager 4 megapixel though, so it suffices for your video meetings and the likes. But if you really need to take a selfie, you can rely on the outer screen's 10 megapixel camera, or since this is a foldable, it's got a feature that can let you use the main camera to take selfies while using the outer screen as your viewfinder. With this, you can take much better quality pictures with a variety of lenses at your disposal. To further fortify the Galaxy Z Fold 3, it's got a strong aluminum body and Gorilla Glass Victus display, and they're designed to resist scratches and drops. Last but not the least, Samsung claims that the Z Fold 3 employs a new protective PET film, which when combined with optimized main screen layers results in an 80% more durable screen. As for performance, I have enjoyed this phone. As you can see, I'm enjoying my newfound love Contra. I've been playing my Call of Duty Mobile on this phone, and that large screen is just to die for. And the lack of that punch hole in the display just makes everything much better. You've got stereo speakers which are great, and as I stated in the title, third time's the charm. The Z Fold 3, I love this phone, and I would definitely recommend you to get one. This has been Kobby Spiky Nkrumah, and this is the Galaxy Z Fold 3 review.